right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Wednesday. We are back with NFL action for you today. We have a triple header for you. If you missed it last night, we did do a game late last night. We didn't start until about 11 o'clock Eastern time. But the Dallas Cowboys won last night over the New York Giants to kick off Week 16, the Thursday night game. The Cowboys, trying to find the game here. The Cowboys, I forget the final score. Let me look it up real quick. Cowboys won last night by a score of 17-10 over the Giants. We have a triple hitter here for you today as we get to the afternoon games, the early afternoon games of Week 16. It'll be the Carolina Panthers at the New York Jets, the Seattle Seahawks at the Baltimore Ravens, and the Buffalo Bills take on the Washington Redskins. So that's our triple hitter here for you tonight. First up, Carolina Panthers and the New York Jets. The Jets, they can no longer win their division. And Viking Skywalker is going to take the Jets just like Evil Dead is. The Jets can no longer win their division. Miami has locked that up. However, the Jets can still make a wild card. If the playoffs were to start today, the Jets would be in at 9-5. They'd be the number 5 seed. They have to win to hold on to that position, as there's 3 teams, 1 game behind them. And with 2 weeks to go, there could be a lot of leapfrogging in the standings there. The Carolina Panthers come in at 4-10. They are eliminated from the playoffs already. They're just playing out the string. And the other games, we'll talk about those playoff implications when we get there. Evil Dead is now 127-83 on the season. Viking Skywalker is 48-42 on the season. And both Viking Skywalker and Evil Dead are taking the Jets. Evil Dead texted me earlier today. All right. Let's head out to MetLife Stadium for this one. Panthers-Jets here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. It's the Panthers and the Jets. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The Panthers at 4-10, the Jets at 9-5. Jets need to keep winning to keep their playoff hopes alive. They took a tough loss to the Bengals last week. Kicking Uncle's here. Everybody rooting on the Jets here tonight so far. Okay, he's switched. He's going with the Panthers. The Jets will kick off. We're underway in the rain here at East Rutherford, New Jersey. From the 5-yard line on the return for the Panthers, Bruce Hammond. And Hammond brings it out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Carolina will have it, 1st and 10. The Dolphins have a 3-game lead on the Jets with 2 to go. So the Dolphins have won the division. Luke George, the starting quarterback for Carolina. And the rookie out of California, Berkeley. So the Jets can no longer win the division. Miami has wrapped it up. Now the Jets are concentrating on a wild card. Panthers 1st and 10 from their own 29. 4 wide, George in the shotgun. In motion is Quick. George draws back, throws down the middle, and Quick can't make the catch. John Quick, the rookie out of Georgia. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We have a triple header for you tonight, the first of 3. And we'll have a triple header for you again tomorrow night as well. Steady rain here in the New York area. 2nd and 10 from the 29. Franklin in motion. George looking, throws near side, and caught along the sideline, making the catch, number 88. Jared Moore, the tight end, in his second year at Notre Dame, picks up 3 out to the 32-yard line. and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Opening drive of the ball game. On 3rd down, George in the shotgun, 4 receivers set wide. George looking. George in trouble, and George gets sacked back at the 26-yard line. Sack made by Josh Avery, the rookie defensive tackle out of Notre Dame. A loss of 6 will be 4th and 13 back at the 26-yard line. The Panthers go 3 and out on their opening drive, and they'll have to punt. Back to punt, Derek White in his 10th year out of Notre Dame. White gets the punt away. It'll be fair caught at the 29-yard line by Anthony Lambos, and that's where the Jets will take over. New York's starting quarterback is Riley Leonard in his 2nd year out of Notre Dame. Jets will start at their own 29. 6:54 left to play in the first quarter. This will be the Jets' opening drive. After the Panthers went 3 and out. Jets come out 4 wide. Leonard under center. Leonard to Lambos, and Lambos, a nice gain. There he goes. One man to beat down the sideline. Lambos finally caught at the 5-yard line. 71 yards. Anthony Lambos all the way down to the Carolina 5. They finally caught him, but the Jets very nearly scored. It'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Lambos in his 9th year out of Coastal Carolina, a 71-yard run. 1st and goal from the 5. They spread the receivers out, empty backfield. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard looking, throws, and it hit the back of the linebacker Donovan Elliott, the rookie out of California, Berkeley. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. Incomplete pass for the Jets. 6:41 left in the first quarter. Leonard in the shotgun, 2nd and goal. Hands off to Lambos, and Lambos is in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Anthony Lambos. And the Jets on their opening drive, it takes them 3 plays. They score a touchdown, and they take a 6-0 lead. Didn't take the Jets long. That touchdown was set up by a 71-yard run by Lambos. Jalen Hamilton will come on for the extra point, the 2nd-year kicker out of Northwestern. Hamilton's kick is up, and it's good. Jets lead at 7-0. 6:37 left to play. Here in the first quarter, live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. The second to last week of the regular season. Jets up 7-0 will kick off. Hamilton will kick. This will be fielded at the 7-yard line. Bringing it back is Bruce Hammond. And Hammond out to the 24. And that's where Carolina will have it, down 7-0. 6:34 left in the first quarter. First and 10, Carolina. 4 receivers set wide, 3 to the near side. George throws near side, caught by J.T. Franklin out to the 31-yard line. A gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Franklin, the 5th-year receiver out of SMU. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 31-yard line. 4 wide once again, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. Quick in motion. George draws back. Throws it outside. Caught by Darryl Holt, the running back. And Holt picks up 8 to the 39-yard line. And that'll be a Carolina first down. Darryl Holt, the 10th year back out of Maryland. 1st and 10, Carolina. At their own 39-yard line. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the under center. George to Holt. And Darryl Holt tries to get outside. Picks up 4 yards out to the 42-yard line. Something I neglected to point out in the top of the broadcast here. If the Jets win, they clinch a wild card. The Jets will clinch at least a wild card. They'll clinch a playoff spot if they win today. 2nd and 6 from the 42-yard line. 4 wide, George in the shotgun. George draws back, throws outside, and that was caught by Jared Moore, the tight end. He's going to lose a yard, though. James Augustus came up, made the tackle. Augustus in his 8th year out of Mississippi State. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers now at their own 41-yard line. 4:47 and counting in the first quarter. George in the shotgun, 4 wide. George draws back. Throws and caught by Franklin across his midfield to the Jet 47-yard line. A 12-yard gain for J.T. Franklin, the former Raider. And that'll be a Carolina first down. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Jet 47-yard line. 4:20 left in the first quarter. Clock is moving. George in the gun. In motion now is Moore, the tight end. George throws to Moore in the flat, turns upfield, and Jared Moore out to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Jets lead at 7-0 with 3:50 left in the first quarter. Panthers come out 4 wide. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Holt, and Darryl Holt close to the marker. He's got it. Picks up the 3 yards. First down to the Jet 37-yard line. First down, Carolina. Keeps the drive going. Panthers trying to tie it up. Make them punt, New York. George in the shotgun on 1st and 10. George hands off to Darryl Holt, and Holt to the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Nick Vaughn on the tackle. 7th year defensive end out of Virginia. 3 minutes left in the quarter. 2nd and 7 from the Jet 34-yard line. 4 wide. George in the shotgun. Quick in motion. George drops back, throws underneath, and caught by John Cunningham out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Cunningham, the 4th-year receiver out of Oregon. James Augustus on the tackle. Third and 3 from the 30-yard line. George to Holt, and Darryl Holt picks up the first down out to the 25. A gain of 5. And that'll be a first down for the Panthers. Carolina just methodically moving the football down the field on this drive. 2 minutes left in the first. 1st and 10 from the Jet 25, 4 wide. George hands off. Nope, play action, rolls out, throws, dumps it outside to Philip Lee, the tight end, out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 3. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7. John Walker on the tackle, the rookie defensive end out of Arizona. Philip Lee, the rookie out of Southern Miss. Everybody in tight. On 2nd and 7, George under center. Hands off to Holt around the outside, and Holt gets taken down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 1:18 left to play here in the first quarter. 2nd and 2 for the Panthers at the Jet 18. 4 wide. George hands off to Holt up the middle, and Darryl Holt down to the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Carolina, as a 14-yard run by Darryl Holt down to the 4. 1st and goal, Panthers. Down to 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Panthers trying to tie it up. 3 to the near side. George in the shotgun. George draws back, throws a fade to the end zone. Flag is down. Incomplete. Looking for J.T. Franklin. And they're calling pass interference on the Jets on James Augustus. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1 for the Panthers. I didn't see it. So 1st and goal. George in the gun. George to Holt. Touchdown, Carolina. A 1-yard touchdown run by Darryl Holt, the 10th year back out of Maryland. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this one up. That was a nice drive by Carolina. And now Chris Jackson, the rookie out of Tennessee, for the point after. Kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. 31 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Live from MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, right across the Hudson River from Manhattan. Our Week 16 matchup here at Jammin' Sports. We have the Seahawks and the Ravens after this, and then we'll have the Bills and the Redskins after that. A triple header here tonight. And we'll have another triple header tomorrow. Chris Jackson will kick off. This will be fielded at the 5-yard line. Bringing it back is Lambos over the 20. And Anthony Lambos out to the 27-yard line. And that's where the Jets will take over, 1st and 10. In a tie ball game. Panthers have been playing tough as of late. The Panthers beat the Cowboys last week. And the Cowboys beat the Giants last night to kick off Week 16. 17-10. That game is on YouTube if you want to check it out. On 1st and 10, Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard draws back. Leonard throws and short hopped it, incomplete. He was trying to hit Morgan Harrison, the wide receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10. Harrison in his 4th year out of Houston. 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. 5 wide for the Jets. Empty backfield for Leonard. On 2nd down, Leonard back. Throws outside. Caught by Harrison, who gets out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. And that might do it for the first quarter. Clock is winding down. At the end of 1, we're tied at 7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to MetLife Stadium. We start the second quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Jets at their own 35. We're tied at 7. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard back. Looking. Throws and dropped. Maurice Collier couldn't haul it in. Broken up by Dwayne Smith for the Panthers. It'll be 4th and 1. And the Jets are going to have to punt. Panthers defense gets the stop. Nick Browse back to punt for the Jets. Browse gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 23. That's where it's fair caught by John Cunningham. It'll be 1st and 10, Carolina. At their own 23-yard line, we're tied at 7. Next week, the Carolina Panthers will finish the regular season at home against the Dolphins, and the Jets will be on the road next week at New England to wrap up the regular season. I was kind of thinking the same thing. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. They hand off to Darryl Holt, and Holt out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 to be 2nd and 7. The Jets can wrap up a playoff spot with a win. On 2nd and 7 from the 27. George in the gun. George hands off to Holt, and Darryl Holt gets the first down. 8 yards out to the 35-yard line. First down, Panthers. Evil Dead's and Vikings picks as of late have not been good. We've had a lot of upsets. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George looking. Throws outside, caught by Moore, the tight end. Jared Moore out to the 41-yard line. 24 yards to Jared Moore. The second-year tight end out of Notre Dame. Boy, the Panthers, they're looking like the 9-5 teams. 1st and 10 from the Jet 41-yard line. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Darryl Holt, and Holt picks up a yard to the 40. James Augustus came around and made the tackle for the Jets on the corner blitz. It'll be 2nd and 9 from the Jet 40-yard line. We're tied at 7. Picking on his younger brother. George draws back, throws, and threw at the feet of J.T. Franklin. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 from the 40-yard line. Well, I'm sorry, but Madden 26 sucks. 3rd and 9 from the 40. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Quick in motion. George looking. George throws, and incomplete. Looking for J.T. Franklin. The ball was knocked away. Knocking the ball away was Dean Floyd, the safety. In his 7th year out of Wake Forest. It'll be 4th and 9, and the Panthers will punt. Derek White comes on to punt. White gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, and it goes into the end zone. Touchback. 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 20-yard line. Riley Leonard comes back out. We're tied at 7 with 5:46 left in the half. Jets will be at New England to wrap up the regular season next week, and the Panthers will be home to Miami. Jets come out, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard draws back. Leonard looking, throws, and caught by Bo Hines, the tight end. 11 yards out to the 31-yard line. Bo Hines, the 6th-year tight end out of Rutgers. That'll be a first down for the Jets. We have the Seahawks and the Ravens after this, and the Bills and the Redskins after that. 1st and 10. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard draws back. Leonard in trouble. Leonard gets sacked back at the 22. A loss of 8. Sack made by the linebacker, Damian Snow, 3rd-year linebacker out of Texas A&M. It'll be 2nd and 18 for the Jets. 5:12 and counting. Here in the first half, we're still tied at 7. And once again, for the second straight week, the Panthers are playing well. They waited to be eliminated, and they start playing well. 4 wide. Leonard in the shotgun, 2nd and 18. Leonard to Lambos around the outside, and he gets taken down at the 25. A gain of 3, making a gain of 2. Be 3rd and 16. Didn't get much. 4:40 left in the half. Panthers Jets tied at 7. Interconference matchup. Leonard in the shotgun on 3rd and 16. Leonard looking, throws, and caught by James Simmons out to the 46-yard line. That's a 29-yard gain by James Simmons, the 6th-year receiver out of LSU. And the Jets get a first down in Carolina territory. The other Snow made the tackle. Russ Snow, the 3rd-year safety out of Iowa. The Panthers have 2 defensive players named Snow. 5 wide, empty backfield, 1st and 10. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard draws back, throws, and caught. Making the catch, Ryan Dawson down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 13, and that'll be a Jet first down. Ryan Dawson in his 5th year out of Texas. Russ Snow on the tackle for the Panthers. 4 wide for the Jets, 1st and 10. Leonard to Lambos, and Lambos out to the 27-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd and 4. 3:23 and counting. The Jets are in field goal range now. It'd be a 44-yard field goal from here. On 2nd and 4, Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard looking, throws near side, caught by Lambos, turns upfield, and Lambos all the way out to the 7-yard line. A gain of 20. First down, Jets. Tackle made by Levi Myers, the 5th-year safety out of Hawaii. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. 1st and goal for the Jets at the Panthers' 7-yard line. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard looking, throws, back the end zone, touchdown. Maurice Collier, a 7-yard touchdown catch. The 4th-year receiver out of Miami. Look at this footwork right here. He definitely got both feet in. Great catch. They might review it, but that's going to stand. And the Jets go up 13-7. Great footwork. Will they review it? They shouldn't have to. They're going to review it anyway.
Previous play is under review.
They'll take another look just to be sure. Can't tell from that angle. Well, you really can't tell from that one either. Should stand. Nothing there to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
Ruling on the field stands. Good touchdown. Jets go up 13-7. Jalen Hamilton will come on for the extra point. Yeah, there you go. You got that right, Viking. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jets lead it 14-7. 2:55 left in the half here at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our Week 16 matchup between the Panthers and the Jets here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Viking Skywalker. Evil Dead's got pinball tonight. It's his pinball night. Lately, it seems like the Jets always seem to play on Wednesday. Just a coincidence. Hamilton will kick off from the 5-yard line. On the return, John Cunningham. And Cunningham brings it out to the 29-yard line. And that's where Carolina will have it. The number is on Darryl Holt so far. 2:51 left in the half. Jets lead at 14-7. Let's see if Carolina can get a score before halftime. I do believe the Jets get the second half kickoff. On 1st and 10, George in the gun. Moore in motion. George looking. George in trouble. He's going to take off. And Luke George, a nice scramble out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Panther first down. Luke George, the rookie quarterback out of California, Berkeley. The Golden Bears. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Panthers come out. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. George in the shotgun. George hands off to Holt. And Darrell Holt across midfield to the 42-yard line. 14 yards for Darrell Holt. And that'll be a Carolina first down. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half. It should anyway. And there it is. Here at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. 1st and 10, Carolina at the Jet 42-yard line. George in the shotgun. George looking. Throws down the middle and caught by Phillip Lee. The big tight end down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 9. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. .142 left to play here in the half. George looking. George in trouble, and he's going to get sacked, and he fumbles, and I think the Jets pick up the loose football. They do. John Walker recovers the fumble. The sack was made by Ethan Washington, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of San Jose State. Oh, they might review that. I think he was down. That's going to be Carolina football. Oh, no, I think the ball's out. At the last second, I think the ball got knocked out. Either way, they'll probably review this. If they don't, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jets at their own 40-yard line. A chance for the Jets to go up by 2 scores now. 1:26 left in the half. I don't see a review yet. And we're not going to get one. 4 wide for the Jets. George under center. George throws outside, caught by Bo Hines. And Hines picks up 3 to the 43-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 7. Clock is moving. Neither team taking a timeout. 1:10 left. Approaching halftime. Leonard back to throw on 2nd and 7. Throws down the middle looking for Bo Hines. Incomplete. That was broken up by Levi Myers, the safety. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Jets at their own 43-yard line. 59 seconds left here in the first half. On 3rd and 7. Leonard back. Leonard throws underneath and caught by Simmons. James Simmons out to the 49. A gain of 6. It's going to bring up 4th and 1. And the Panthers take a timeout with 55 seconds left. They want the ball back. They're thinking the Jets are going to punt here. And to be honest with you, they should. They will punt. Nick Browse back to punt. As Browse gets the punt away, aiming for the sideline off the side of his foot, out of bounds at the 23. It's a 28-yard punt. 1st and 10, Carolina, with 50 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Can the Panthers get a score before halftime? Evil Dead has the Jets in this one. The next game, he's got the Seahawks. And in our 3rd game, he's got the Bills. He gave me his picks already. 4 wide for the Panthers, 1st and 10. George in the shotgun. Franklin in motion. George throws underneath and caught by Franklin out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11. And the Panthers take a timeout with 46 seconds left. They have one timeout remaining here in the first half. A dark, cloudy afternoon here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 1st and 10. 4 wide for the Panthers. George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and is caught by John Cunningham. A gain of 9 out to the 43-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. Carolina takes their final timeout with 42 seconds left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 1 from their own 43-yard line. Panthers come out. George in the shotgun. 2nd and 1. George looking. George throws downfield and is picked off by Dean Floyd along the sideline. 7th-year safety out of Wake Forest. I was kind of shocked too, but he's looking for wins. And I think the Bills will beat the Redskins. I think that's a good pick. Nice interception by Dean Floyd. Jets get it back. And the Jets still have all 3 of their timeouts. 38 seconds. Let's see if the Jets can get in field goal range. They can make it a 2-score game with a field goal. And they get the ball first in the second half. Jets come out 4 wide. Leonard in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Leonard draws back. Leonard looking in trouble, and he gets sacked. Back of the 36, a loss of 5. Sack made by Donovan Elliott, the rookie out of California, Berkeley. Jets take a timeout. 34 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 15, back at their own 36. Four wide for the Jets. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard draws back. Leonard looking, throws deep downfield, and it's knocked down, incomplete. Broken up by Levi Myers. The intended receiver was Ryan Dawson, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Jets. At their own 36, 30 seconds left in the half. Jets come out in the offset eye, or in the eye actually. Leonard under center. In motion is Henshaw. Hands off to Lambos. And Lambos picks up 2 to the 39-yard line. It'll be 4th and 13. And the Jets will punt. The Jets going to let the clock run out, it looks like. And just go to halftime. Nick Browse back to punt. Let's see if he does. Well, they're going to punt it away. And the punt from the 12, returned by Cunningham. And that's halftime. Halftime score, the Jets 14, the Panthers 7, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. The 4 and 10 Panthers, the 9 and 5 Jets. Jets trying to clinch a wild card with a win. They'll get the ball first, up by 7 here in the second half. Kickoff fielded at the 3-yard line, bringing it back, James Augustus. And Augustus out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the Jets will take over, 1st and 10. Led by Riley Leonard, second-year quarterback out of Notre Dame. The Jets are the defending Super Bowl champions, trying to get back to the playoffs. They can get in as a wild card, but the Dolphins have won the division already. 3 wide to the near side. Leonard in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Leonard hands off to Lambos. And Lambos to the 30-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Tackle made by the linebacker, Wade Sullivan, in his 5th year out of Michigan. Second and 7 for the Jets at their own 30. Leonard in the gun. Leonard to Lambos. No, he fakes it. In trouble. And he has to throw it away before getting sacked. And that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Jets come out. Leonard in the shotgun on 3rd and 7. Leonard fakes the handoff, throws, and incomplete. Looking for James Simmons, but Dwayne Smith knocks it away, the 10th year defensive back out of Clemson. The Jets go 3 and out. It'll be 4th down. They'll have to punt. Jets lead at 14-7. Browse into punt. Browse gets the punt away. From the 20-yard line, it's fair caught. They'll call it at the 21 by John Cunningham. First down, Carolina. 7:19 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. We have the Seahawks and the Ravens after this. And we'll have the Bills and the Redskins after that. First and 10, Carolina from their own 21-yard line. They come out 4 wide. George, the quarterback, under center. George drops back. It's a blitz, and they get him. Back at the 15-yard line, a loss of 5. Terry Bryant, the 13th year linebacker out of Fresno State, comes in and gets the sack for the Jets. And that'll bring up 2nd and 15 back at the 15-yard line. In the offset eye on 2nd down. George to Holt, and Darryl Holt gets taken down at the 16. No gain, maybe half a yard at best. Terry Bryant again on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 15 for the Panthers at their own 16-yard line. Panthers come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. George looking, and George will get sacked back at the 10. A loss of 6. Sack made by Curtis Cooper, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Central Florida. And that'll bring up 4th and 21. The Panthers went backwards on that drive. Derek White will have to come in to punt. 4th and 21 back at the 10-yard line. From his end zone, Derek White to punt. White, gets the punt away. And from about the 43-yard line, Lambos brings it out to the 45. And that's where the Jets will have it, 1st and 10. 6 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter, as Luke George will come back out to lead the offense. In the rain here at MetLife Stadium. 1st and 10. George in the shotgun. That's Leonard. And Leonard throws incomplete. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Jets at their own 45. 5:55 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Everybody in tight for the Jets. They come out in the eye. Leonard under center. Leonard to Lambos. And Lambos to the 46-yard line. Again of a yard. Dwayne Smith on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Jets at their own 46. Big 3rd down for the Jets, up 14-7. Stud is in the house. Welcome in, Stud. This is the first game of our triple header. 3rd and 9 from the 46-yard line. Leonard drops back. Leonard looking. Fires downfield, caught by Collier. And Maurice Collier to the 39. A 15-yard gain by Maurice Collier, the fourth-year receiver out of the University of Miami. First down into Panther territory. 4-10 and make it 5-10 and counting. 3 to the near side. Leonard in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Leonard to Lambos up the middle, and Anthony Lambos to the 33-yard line, a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd and 4. 4:48 and counting here in the third quarter. Jets trying to make it a 2-score game. It'd be a 50-yard field goal from here. 4 wide, but in tight. As the hands off to Lambos, and Lambos will be hit for no gain. Damian Snow on the tackle. My night's going pretty good, stud. I had a busy day at work, but I'm good now. I hope you're doing all right. 3rd and 4 from the 33-yard line. 4 wide. Leonard under center. Leonard draws back, throws, and caught by the wide receiver. Ryan Dawson goes into the end zone. Touchdown. He broke a tackle. A 33-yard touchdown catch by Ryan Dawson, 5th-year receiver out of Texas. I thought he was going to get tackled right here, but he escapes. Dwayne Smith didn't wrap up. And the Jets make it a 2-possession game. Up 20-7. Jalen Hamilton will come on for the point after. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Jets lead at 21-7. A 6-play, 54-yard drive. 4:06 left in the third. Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Jalen Hamilton will kick off for the Jets. Got a lot of football left in this one. There's the kick. Fielded by Bruce Hammond, who brings it out to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Panthers will have it, 1st and 10 with 4:02 left here in the third. Some lowlights brought to you by Bud Light. George getting sacked. George getting sacked. Bud Light, the queen of beers. First and 10, Carolina from their own 25-yard line. Seahawks, Ravens after this. We'll head to Baltimore after this. On 1st and 10, George in the gun. George drops back, throws outside to Holt. And Darryl Holt is going to lose 5 yards on the play, as Curtis Cooper, the linebacker, came over and made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 15. Under 4 minutes left now in the third quarter. Jets trying to wrap up a wild card berth with a win today. Panthers come out 4 wide. George in the shotgun. 2nd and 15. Lee in motion, the tight end. George throws, coming across Philip Lee. And Lee gets out to the 30-yard line, a gain of 10. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Panthers here. 3rd and 5 at their own 30-yard line. 3 to the near side. George in the shotgun. George drops back, throws down the middle, and incomplete. He threw it too low. John Quick couldn't catch it. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Panthers will have to punt. Derek White will come on to punt for Carolina. White gets the punt away. It'll be fielded by Lambos at the 22-yard line. He brings it out to the 30. And that's where the Jets will take over. They're up 21-7. Jets can make it a 3-score game now on any type of score. .254 left to play. Four wide for the Jets. Leonard under center, 1st and 10. Leonard hands off to Lambos, and Lambos trying to get outside, and Lambos out to the 39-yard line. He goes over 100 on the day, 101 yards rushing for Anthony Lambos. A gain of 9 to be 2nd and 1. I think so, Viking. I think they probably will. They can make it a 3-score game. Leonard in the gun, 2nd and 1 from the 39. Leonard looking. Leonard is going to take off, and Riley Leonard will slide at the 49-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 12. Actually, I'm sorry, a gain of 10. First down, Jets at their own 49. If the Jets win, they clinch a wild card. And that would mean 5 of the 6 playoff slots would be taken in the AFC. It's just a matter of who wins divisions. On 1st and 10, Leonard throws near side. Caught on the sideline. Making the catch, James Simmons. Down to the 37-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. In the AFC, Miami has already won the East. And Indianapolis, they can win the Central if they defeat Pittsburgh this week. Kansas City and Vegas have already clinched at least wild cards. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Leonard hands off to Lambos. And Lambos back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Essentially, if the Jets win this game, you have, let's count them. Let's see. You would have 4 teams vying for that final playoff spot. 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. 4 wide. Leonard under center. Leonard draws back. Leonard looking. Leonard is going to take off. And Leonard down the sideline. Out to the 22-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Jets. At the Panther 22-yard line. I think Viking was absolutely correct. The Jets are pulling away from Carolina. 1st and 10 from the Panther 22. Leonard under center. Leonard to Lambos. Tries to get outside. And Lambos down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 14. Another Jet first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Tackle made by Donovan Elliott, the linebacker. We're coming up on 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 5 wide, empty backfield. Leonard in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Leonard throws. Caught on the sideline by Collier. A gain of 3 down to the 5-yard line. He falls out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5 with 23 seconds left here in the quarter. Jets come out in the eye. Leonard under center. Leonard to Lambos. And Lambos to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Jets up 21-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Back here at MetLife Stadium, we go to the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal for the Jets at the Panther 2. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard to Lambos. And Lambos, is he in? Yes, touchdown, Jets. He just got in. A 2-yard touchdown run by Anthony Lambos. And the Jets go up by 3 scores now, 27-7. On the first play of the fourth quarter, Jalen Hamilton will come on for the extra point. Hamilton for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jets lead at 28-7. We still have most of the third quarter to go here at MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. The Jets will be 10-5, and the Panthers are going to drop to 4-11. And the Jets, unless they collapse here down the stretch, the Jets are going to clinch a wild card. That's just going to leave one playoff slot open, and 4 teams are scrambling for it right now. There's the kick from the 3-yard line. On the return, Bruce Hammond out to the 29-yard line. In the AFC West, the Raiders and the Chiefs are both 10-4. One of those 2 teams is going to win the division. The other is going to be a wild card. The battle is between Cleveland, Seattle, and Buffalo right now. Cleveland at 8-6. Seattle and Buffalo are both 7-7. First and 10 from the 29. George throws a swing pass to Darrell Holt, and Holt out to the 31. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. .7:33 and counting. The Panthers come out 4 wide. George in the shotgun. 2nd and 8. George drops back. George throws. Caught by Holt. Turns upfield, and Darrell Holt out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 6 before being tackled by James Augustus. And that'll bring up 3rd and 2. Seven minutes left to play. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. On 3rd and 2, George in the gun. George throws quickly, and it's picked off. Coming the other way for the Jets. Number 29, Darian Grant picks it off. And the Jets get it right back. Had he not hesitated, he probably would have scored. Darian Grant, the 3rd-year defensive back out of Nebraska. I think he confused himself. Anthony Lambos, some highlights. That was the touchdown a moment ago. And that was another touchdown. He's got 3 touchdowns on the day. The one they don't show is the 71-yard touchdown, or the 71-yard run that set up a touchdown. First and 10 for the Jets. They lead at 28-7. 6:53 left. And this one will hit route status if they score again. Jets come out. Leonard in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Leonard to Lambos. And Lambos inside the 20 down. Well, they'll mark him at the 20-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Jet first down. He's well over 100 yards on the day. Probably around 120 some odd yards. 6.5 minutes left to play. Clock is moving. 1st and 10 from the Panther 20-yard line. Leonard in the shotgun, 4 wide. Leonard back. Leonard throws. Wobbly pass, but it's caught. Touchdown! Maurice Collier, a 20-yard touchdown catch. And let me tell you something, Riley Leonard hung in there and threw that pass as he was getting nailed. It had enough oomph on it to get to the end zone. He basically shot-putted that thing to the end zone. 34-7. I think the Jets are pulling away, Viking. What do you think? And now Jalen Hamilton will come on for the extra point. Hamilton for the PAT. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jets are up by 4 touchdowns. They lead it 35-7 with 6:21 left. I think it's safe to assume the Jets are going to win this. And Evil Dead's going to be 128 and 83. That puts them at 45 games over 500. Viking Skywalker is going to be 49 and 43 on the season. You are 6 games over 500. There's the kick from the 5-yard line. On the return, Bruce Hammond out to the 26. 6:17 left. Luke George, some lowlights brought to you by Bud Light. The Queen of Beers. The pick by Floyd. And the pick by Grant. He's thrown 2 picks today. $6:17 left here in the 4th quarter. We'll have the Seahawks and the Ravens after this. We'll head down to Baltimore. The Seahawks are 7-7. One of those teams on the cusp. And the Ravens are 6-8. George looking. Throws near side. Caught by Holt. And Darryl Holt down to the 39. It's a 13-yard gain. First down, Carolina. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. 4 wide for the Panthers. Leonard in the shotgun. Not Leonard. I did that again. George in the shotgun. George looking, throws, and it's caught by Jared Moore, the tight end, out to the 44-yard line. 17 yards for Moore, and that'll be a Carolina first down. Into Jet territory. Jets are letting them have the underneath stuff. It's eating up time. 1st and 10. George looking. George throws, and it's caught. This time by J.T. Franklin down to the 35, a gain of 9. And that'll bring up 2nd and 1. I'm already updating the standings. Jets are going to be 10-5. On 2nd and 1, George throws across the middle. And that's caught by J.T. Franklin down to the 25. A gain of 10. And that'll be a Panther first down. That'll move the chains once again. Jets will be 10-5. They'll have clinched a wild card. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. George looking, throws, and is caught by Lee Phillips, the tight end, down to the 17-yard line. Colton Avendano, the linebacker, on the tackle, the rookie out of Rice. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Panthers from the Jets 17-yard line. George throws outside and caught by John Cunningham. He's tackled right away by James Augustus. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down for Carolina right here. 3rd and 2 from the Jets 17. 4 wide. George in the gun. Moore in motion. George throws near side and caught by Jared Moore. Down to the 13, a gain of 4. And that'll be another Carolina first down. Panthers may score, but they're not going to win. 3:28 and counting. Jets up 35-7. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. 1st and 10. George hands off to Holt. And Darrell Holt inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left. Second and 1 from the Jet 4-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. George takes the snap, throws underneath, caught, Cunningham, touchdown, Carolina. A 4-yard touchdown catch by John Cunningham. And that makes it 35-14. Or 35-13. They'll kick the extra point. It'll put them down by 21. Seahawks Ravens after this. We'll head down to Baltimore. Even the Ravens have slim playoff hopes. But actually, with the Jets winning, that's going to eliminate Baltimore. Chris Jackson for the PAT is up and good. Yeah, the Jets win eliminates Baltimore. Or, yeah, it does. It also eliminates Cincinnati. .2:45 left. Carolina down by 21. They'll probably kick an onside kick here. Here's the onside kick attempt. It's fielded by the Jets. Picked up by number 27, Kyle Harper, the rookie out of Missouri. And with it being a 21-point lead, don't look for the Panthers to stop the clock anytime soon. The Jets will have it 1st and 10 from the Carolina 42-yard line. Riley Leonard, some highlights. That was the touchdown to Dawson, and now the touchdown to Collier. .35-14, the Jets lead it. The Jets can improve their position in the playoffs. Right now, they'd be the 5 seed. If they were to win, and the Chiefs and the Raiders will both lose this week, they could leapfrog them. Leonard hands off to Lambos. Lambos picks up a yard to the 40-yard line. The linebacker, Bob Sullivan, on the tackle. Wade Sullivan, I'm sorry. 2nd and 9 for the Jets. In the I formation, Leonard under center. Taking their time. They're going to take it down to the 2-minute warning, I believe. Oh, they take a delay of game with 2:01 left. That'll back him up 5 yards. That gets charged to the quarterback.
Still 2nd down.
2nd and 14 for the Jets at the Carolina 45 in the I formation. Leonard to Lambos, and Lambos loses a yard. Actually, no gain. As we hit the 2-minute warning, 1:58 left. It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Jets at the Carolina 46-yard line. Jets come out. 4 receivers set wide. Leonard in the shotgun. Leonard to Lambos, and Lambos, not much, a yard out to the 44. It'll be 4th and 13. And both teams are just letting the clock run. James Brandon on the tackle, the 2nd-year defensive end out of South Florida. Nick Browse will come on to punt. We're down to 1:22. Browse gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, and it's out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A gain of 20, or a punt of 20 yards. Well, can the Panthers score again? They have all 3 of their timeouts. They'll start from their own 24-yard line. They may score, but they're not going to win this game. 5 wide for Carolina. George in the shotgun, 1st and 10. George draws back. George looking. He's going to step up, and he just throws it away. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Seahawks, Ravens up next. 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George in the shotgun. George looking, sets up a screen pass to Holt. And Holt goes nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a yard back to the 23-yard line. As Avery comes over and makes the play. Josh Avery, the defensive tackle. Under a minute left. 3rd and 11 for Carolina. They come out 5 wide, 4 wide actually. George back. George throws. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 43 seconds left. Panthers down by 21. They kind of have to go for it. Panthers will come out 4 wide, 4th and 11. George in the shotgun. George draws back. George throws deep. And they're playing volleyball with it. And they can't come down with it. Dean Floyd had 2 shots at it. It'll be a turnover on downs. That was 4th down. Incomplete. And the Jets will take over with 37 seconds left. Some highlights once again. The touchdown by Dawson and the touchdown by Collier. First and 10 at the Panther 23-yard line. Jets will just let the clock run out, I'm sure. The Jets will go to 10 and 5, clinch a wild card berth. On first down, Leonard to Lambos. Around the outside, Anthony Lambos got the corner. He's in for the touchdown. And the Jets have put up 40 on the Panthers. They're up 41-14. Anthony Lambos, a 22-yard touchdown run. Yep, this one officially a kill. And now Jalen Hamilton for the point after. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Jets lead it 42-14. 31 seconds left. Jets making a statement today. They lost a tough one to the Bengals last week. Trying to rebound with a big win here, and they've done so. Hamilton will kick off for the Jets. From the 5 on the return, John Cunningham over the 20-25, and Cunningham to the 27-yard line. 27 seconds left. This one's been over for a while. I don't look for either team to take a timeout here. With the Jets up by 28. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. George on the shotgun, 1st and 10. George, high snap, looking. Throws near side and caught by Holt. Turns upfield, and they push him out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A gain of 11. 21 seconds left. This Jets win eliminates Cincinnati and Baltimore from the playoffs. George throws down the middle, and it's knocked down by James Augustus. 18 seconds left. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide. George in the gun. George looking. George gets sacked back at the 31-yard line. A loss of 7. On the tackle, number 97, Ethan Washington. And that will probably do it. I don't think either team wants to run another play. Final seconds, take it away. Your final score: the Jets 42, the Panthers 14. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Seahawks Ravens up next.